Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be talking about my angel bites that I used to have, which are piercings, if you don't know what they are, and are two piercings at the top of your lip. And I'll be talking to you about whether it's worth getting it, and my story, cost, pain and everything about it that I can possibly think of. So the story goes, it's actually quite a bad story. So I wanted to get a piercing on my face. I already have a nose stud on my face, but I wanted to get something extra, another piercing, and I didn't know what I wanted exactly. I wanted to have something somewhere around my lip. It was either meant to be one there, one here, or two there, or one in the middle. I wasn't really sure what I wanted, but looking at the piercings, obviously, I wanted to know what it looks like on other people, and I found an interesting idea called angel bites, which are actually two piercings at the top of your lip. And I constantly will put fake diamonds here to see what it looks like on me before I got it. And I did kind of like it. So one day I got some money and I decided to go to the shop and get a piercing. But when I was in the shop, I suddenly changed my mind completely and I wanted just one here. So that's what happened. I wasn't sure if I really wanted one here, but I did get one there. And she was really nice. I got one piercing done. Went home and then I looked in the mirror and I didn't really like it, so I didn't know what I was meant to do because I didn't really like it, but I didn't really want to take it out because it cost me money. So I stupidly decided to get another one on the other side. Common sense? Obviously no common sense at all, because if I didn't like one, why would I get the other one? But I was hoping that if I get two, it's going to look so much better. So we went to the shop with my mum, and she doesn't like me getting piercings at all. So I lied to her that I'm going to the shop for a minute, but I actually went to the piercing shop and got another piercing done without her knowing about it. Came back, I showed her the piercings and she got a bit mad, but obviously it's my life so I can do whatever I like. She didn't really agree with it, but you know, it is how it is. Your parents are always going to care about you and the way you look. Again, I went home, I looked in the mirror again and I didn't really know if I liked it or not. Bear in mind that day I didn't have any makeup on, so to me my face looked ugly anyway. So I decided to put some makeup on and try to like the piercings a little bit more. And I did like them for a bit, but it would constantly be like, I don't know if I really like it. But I just kind of went along with it. I had them done anyway. I asked a couple of my friends if they like it. Few people said they like me without the piercings, but few people say they like me with the piercings. So I tried to like force myself to like my piercings. So that is the story of me getting my piercings. So how I actually got rid of the piercings, let me tell you this story, because this is going to be quite dramatic. So what happened was, I used to work in a retail store with food, and when you work with food you can't have any piercings on your face in case they fall out. I don't know how this ever would happen, but you know what I mean. Probably people that work in retail probably can relate to this, but it was ridiculous. They made me take them out constantly and I really didn't want to, because they had them done freshly and I didn't want to take them out constantly. So I decided to get clear piercings, but to put the clear piercings in you had to take the other one out and I didn't like it. So I decided to get clear balls, which are just the balls, but I actually have the silver bar in it. So I put the balls on top, but you would still see the piercings. So they would make me either take them out, which I didn't want to do because they would close up, or put bright blue plasters on top. And because I got angry, I just put the blue plasters, I went along with it. Had various of customers asking me what's going on, why can't I just have the piercings? And I was like, you know what I mean. But it was just really, really stupid. So because I used to take the piercings out constantly at work, because I was there pretty much every day. Yeah, pretty bad, right? So obviously the infection from my fingers would go in. And this is exactly what happened. On one of the sides, infections started growing inside the piercings. And this is going to get a little bit gross. So if you don't like, you know, blood and infection, then I would advise just skip the video. So what happened is... Right, I lost the plot. So what happened was the infection went inside and it started hurting me. After it started hurting me, it would become swollen, like massively swollen. So the side of my face would be a bit swollen. So then I kind of gave up with it and I wanted to take the piercing out completely. But if I took the piercing out completely, it would close up. That's why I didn't really want to. So I went along with it with swollen face and I kept putting lotions on it, you know, like stuff to take the bacteria out, but it wouldn't help. So I kind of left it there for a bit and I don't know what happened, but after a while it started healing. So what happened was the piercing has two sides that come out. So it's the diamond side on this side, and inside of your mouth there's like a bar that comes out as well. So you unscrew it and you take the both parts out. Don't know if that makes sense, but probably you can relate and know what I mean. So inside of my mouth, what happened was it healed over. So because it healed over, I wasn't able to take the piercing out at all. So I completely didn't know what to do, and I decided to finally remove my piercing because it was just too much of a joke going on. So what I decided to do is I took a pair of scissors and I dug it into my mouth and I tried to make a hole where the piercing is so it can come out. It took me forever. I was sitting in the mirror one day, took a pair of scissors and I was digging it. The blood was coming out, loads of pain, but I really wanted to take the piercing out. Many people told me to go to doctors, but I just thought, oh, it's going to be too much of a deal. They're going to cut my face probably anyway because it's healed over the top. So I thought it's going to be better if I just do it myself. And that's exactly what I did. I just took it out using scissors and bleeding method. And after I took that one out, I decided to just get rid of the second one because I completely hated just one being there. And I just sort of got rid of them. And the good thing about it was that I only had piercings for probably a month or a bit more than a month. So when I took them out, yes, so I took the piercings out and it healed over the top. So currently you can't really see any holes there. So I don't really have any holes in my mouth, no scars, nothing. So that's pretty good. In terms of pain, you know, it's obviously going to be painful because they put a needle in your mouth. I know it sounds really, really dramatic, but you can go through it. It only takes a few seconds. So literally she grabs your mouth, pokes it through, puts the piercing on, and it's there. It does hurt tiny little bit. I mean, it hurt me a little bit, but it's only for a few seconds, and yeah, it hurts you a little bit afterwards because it's obviously something there. It gets really hot actually, the piercing. You think it's really hot, but it's normal, it's just how your mouth feels. But it goes after a while, you know, it took me a few hours to be just, you know, normal. Obviously it's gonna be really gentle for a few days, but it's just piercings and that's what you gotta deal with if you want a piercing. In terms of ways how to hide it at work, you know, it was very, very hard for me to hide at work because people would just constantly make you take it out. So if you do plan to get piercings, ask the person if you can get clear bars, at least for now, then you can change later on. Another way you can have a steel bar, like an old bar, but the board that I have was clear, so you're kind of pretending that it's a clear piercing, even though you can see the balls. But it works better that way, to be honest. And I'm also going to show you a few pictures of my piercings. I'm not sure which one I will place, but these are the pictures that I used to have. You know, it didn't really look that bad, to be honest. I didn't really like it that much. I did regret getting it because I realised that it wasn't really my thing. And if I could go back, I would never got it. You know, after that happened, I don't really want to get any piercings on my face. I'm happy with my nose studs, to be honest. And I'm at this point when I'm actually growing up, I don't really need any piercings. You know, piercings is sort of like a thing when you're 16, 17, 18, 19 that you want to get. I'm older now, so I don't really feel the need to get piercing. But I guess that'll be the end of the video. I hope I said everything that I wanted to say. I'm not sure if any of this made sense, but I hope you liked this video and it can help you about deciding of getting a piercing or not in terms of angel bites or any other piercing, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of problems with any other piercings as well that people have. So yeah, thank you for this video. Please follow me on Instagram at MiriamCatX. on Facebook, and everything else that will be down in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you soon.